I'm Alan.
And I'm Matt.
This is Z Patient Zero.
What
we're going to go over this week is grouping yourselves together, meeting other groups of survivors, and more importantly, trying not to kill one another.
Benefits, pros, cons, why, who, what to do, if anything.
Let's start in the past. If you look at any disaster, any airplane flights that crash in the mountains, and 3 guys gang up on the weakest 2 guys and beat them to death and eat them, it's happened.
That really has happened. They're
not zombies. They're just people that have such a strong will to survive, they're willing to do whatever it takes to do so. In a situation where the dead walk the earth, this is even more likely. You've got what I want. You've got what I need for my family, for my group. And your group is smaller, weaker. You're either going to join us if we let you, or we're going to kill you all and take your shit.
That's one of my biggest issues with being in a group. I've said it before. If you're not already extremely close to me, I'm not going to involve you in making you any close to me. I don't want any friends. I'm not going to have any friends. I'm not seeking out to join you. And I don't want you coming to join me. That's just the bottom line, way I feel about it. If there are individuals that I survived the initial outbreak with, I will probably form a bond with those people. Tragedy breeds bonds. So, it's not going to be an easy dump like, hey, buddy, appreciate you saving me from the Walmart, and I get the crap out of my car. I really tried not to cuss there. But, I don't want a lot of people around me. I don't want to have to be responsible for a lot of people. I don't want to have to fend for a lot of people. I don't want to have to feed a lot of people. I want to just worry about me. One man can stay isolated enough from a large group of people not to be noticed. Mm-hmm. But if you're right, if there's a group of 30 gonna eat you to survive people over the hill, and there's 5 of us, stick a knife in me, I'm done. Because you're gonna get eaten.
Well, and your survival dynamic is a lesser one than mine. Mine has to include my wife, my daughter, if they survive. I don't even think about it if they don't, but if they survive, I have to include them in my plan, in my group dynamic. And to be honest, I want you there. I want some of my other friends that are capable of survivalist things. I want people that know about the wilderness around here. I want people to know what's edible and what ain't. I want people that know good, isolated places to hide out. But there's only a few of them.
I want people who won't kill you for the wrong reason.
Right.
But will kill you for the right.
Here's an interesting scenario, though. We do watch The Walking Dead. We're familiar with it. And the recent string of episodes that involved I think his name was Randall, the guy, the kid.
It doesn't matter what his name was. The one they had trapped from the other party.
Right. They were so reluctant to fold him into their group, and realistically, he could have been an asset to them. But on the same token, if they folded him into the group willy-nilly, and he did turn out to be bad, to be a bad man, and he went and left and ran away and brought back this other group that was intent on domination, then it would have been disaster. He died regardless. But, that's the kind of thing you have to contend with in a survival situation like this.
Well, that goes into what I was saying. See, the truth being known, we don't know that he could have been brought into that fold easily and been an asset.
Right.
And we don't know that he would not have been.
Well,
there's no way to tell.
Here's the question realistically. If there is a group of 30 eat you to survive mofos on the other side of the hill, and there's your little group of 5, wouldn't you rather be a part of the group of 30? Wouldn't you rather be a part of a larger group that's going to survive than a part of a smaller group that is at risk?
No.
Alone, yes, you can hide. Yes, you can get away. In a group, you have a better chance of surviving because you don't have to hide. The group will protect you. You can sleep. comfortably because you know there's
In a
other
group
people watching you.
of 30 mofos over the hill that'll eat you to survive, people.
Hope that don't become a thing.
You can't sleep. You can't sleep. Because when they lose their bullets, they're going to come take yours.
But if you're part of their group, your bullets are their bullets. Their bullets
If
are
you
your
were
bullets.
already part of their group from the initial.
I see what you're saying, but how long do they have to be a group before their group dynamic doesn't allow new people?
I don't think that a group of 30 people, this group dynamic does allow for new people.
Well, a group of 30 people is the next closest thing to a tribe 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago.
Exactly, but a tribe 2,000 years ago didn't go invite the next door neighbor tribe to come stay with them.
Well, yeah, and then that became a village. And that village invited the next little village to join them, and that became a city. And that city became a nation. And that nation became a whole country. It happened all the time. That's why we have the groups we have today.
Well, look at the Indians.
You look at the Indians.
The Indians didn't bond together.
The Indians aren't here anymore.
They fought each other.
And they fought us, and we fought them.
They're not here anymore because a group of 30 mofos sitting over the hill that want to eat you to survive came and took all their stuff.
But had they banded together before we came...
Had they banded together, you're right.
If they had a more advanced civilization, if they... And I'm... We're not racists here. We don't have anything against Indians of any kind, knots or feathers.
We didn't even have a more advanced civilization at that time.
We did, though. We had ocean-faring vessels. We had the use of the compass. We had a rudimentary knowledge of disease.
We had beads and rum.
And trinkets that turned them all to the firewater.
Yeah.
I'm not saying otherwise.
The dissension among them is what took them down. It would be the same with most
I
people.
don't think they were taken down so much as wrapped up and moved where we told them to go.
I think a lot of it is back to the basics of the group. In a group of 30, no matter what, they're going to survive, guys. You got to know everybody's the leader. And when everybody feels like you're out to get them, then you're out to get them.
Okay, the Mongols, everybody was the leader. And Genghis Khan stepped up and said, no, I'm the leader. And if you don't like it, I'm going to cut your legs out from under you.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what the group like that needs. And if you can be that guy, then the group is yours.
But see, you got to understand what I'm saying. They would rather kill 5 individuals trying to survive than to induct them into the group because there's 10 of them that don't want that guy to come cut their legs off and be the leader. They're all bickering for leadership, and they'll be if they're going to let anybody else come in that's going to bicker for leadership. I'm just speaking the way I would be. If I'm in a group of guys that are going to survive no matter what, and there's 5 dudes over the hill that got some guns, and I need them guns, I'm not going to say, hey, would you like to come be a part of our party? Because one of them might become a threat. Just like they're not going to say, hey, we'd like to come join your party because we are a threat.
Okay. I think we're going to cut it off there. We'll be back next week with more of this. This has been Patient Zero.